Welcome to episode 3 of the Owner's Manual. So in this episode we're going to be changing the fuel filter. Just briefly, we need to jump into what sort of filter we need. So I'm replacing one with a Cooper's filter. It's a WZ572. I know Ryco make theirs as a Z572 as well, just without W. Basically, just check with your parts store or the filter manufacturer you want to go with to ensure you're getting the right filter for your car. I've just jacked the back of the car up a little bit just to make accessing the fuel filter a little bit easier. Alright, so to locate the fuel filter, we just need to go to the back of the car, just at the rear diff housing here, and it's just above it and in front of the fuel tank. So it's this black canister here. Now to remove it, we want to slide the hose clamps back down the hoses, and then there's two bolts holding this bracket on that cradles or holds the fuel filter. So we'll do that now, and yeah, just be wary. Once we pull it off and pull the hoses off, the fuel system will sort of drain back through these hoses, so you will get a lot of fuel going everywhere. It's probably not a bad idea if you had a bolt or something clean that you could block the hoses with to stop them draining as much. That would be good. I'll probably do that. I don't actually have any of these, but you probably should get some of these. These are, I think they're called a line clamp, and basically you can just clamp the rubber line either side of the fuel filter so any fuel doesn't drain or run back. Problem is when you disconnect the fuel line that's connected to the fuel tank, if you've got a full tank of fuel like I did when I was doing this, it'll actually just keep siphoning the fuel out of the tank. I did put a bolt in there, but it still sort of leaked and weeped a bit, so I think your best bet would be to get some line clamps. You can get them from Super Cheap or anywhere. They're not that expensive, and they'll probably save you getting covered in petrol like I did. So what we're doing now is taking the hose clamps off either side of the fuel filter. Now would be the time to connect a line clamp if you had one. One important step I forgot to actually show is cleaning up around the fuel filter, especially on the left-hand side of the fuel filter. You want to make sure that there is no dirt or debris that can get into the fuel lines, because if they get into the fuel lines on the left-hand side, there's no filter to filter out any dirt. Then we're going to undo the bolts that hold the bracket on, and once that's off, we need to pull the lines off of the filter itself. As you can see there, I'm blocking it and quickly blocking the hole with a bolt. If you had a line clamp, you wouldn't have to do that. And you can see it still sort of leaks a little bit. And then we're just going to pull the fuel line off the other side of the filter, and it's free, ready to be changed out. Now's a good time to also check that none of your fuel lines are cracked or split or getting brittle. If they are, you need to make sure you replace them. So now we need to put the new filter in the bracket. So basically on this one here, just need to undo that bolt. This filter will slide out, and we just need to slide the new filter in and have it clocked the same way so that the hoses all line up. We have it, new filter in. We just need to tighten that up, and then we'll throw it back on the car. To install your fuel filter, it's just the reverse of the removal, obviously. First you want to connect that fuel line, and then connect the fuel tank side. Once they're connected, you want to bolt the bracket back onto the chassis of the car. Once you've got that done and tightened down, then you want to slide the hose clamps back into place, and then you've reinstalled your filter. So basically that's the fuel filter replaced now. Now before you can start the car, just because all the fuel filter's empty and the fuel system sort of drained back a bit, just need to put the key in, cycle the fuel pump maybe a couple times before it'll start, but just give it a go and it might start. There we go. Simple as that. So if you look at the owner's manual, I think it tells you to change the fuel filter every 105,000 Ks, but obviously depending on if you've had any bad fuel or stuff, or for whatever reason you may need to change it sooner, but basically that's the process on how you do it. Nice and simple. So if this video helped you out, please like and subscribe, because it helps me out and helps reach more of you guys that might need to see this sort of stuff. So thanks for watching.